الحديث السادس عن أبي عبد الله النعمان بن بشير رضي الله عنهما قال سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول إن الحلال بين وإن الحرام بين وبينهما مشتبهات لا يعلمهن كثير من الناس فمن اتقى الشبهات استبرأ لدينه وعرضه ومن وقع في الشبهات وقع في الحرام كالراعي يرعى حول الحمى يوشك أن يرتع فيه ألا وإن لكل ملك حمى ألا وإن حمى الله تعالى محارمه ألا وإن في الجسد مضغة إذا صلحت صلح الجسد كله وإذا فسدت فسد الجسد كله ألا وهي القلب. رواه البخاري ومسلم. On the authority of Nu'man al-Bashir, may Allah be pleased with him, who said, I heard the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, that which is lawful is clear and that which is unlawful is clear. And between the two of them are doubtful matters about which many people do not know. Thus he who avoids doubtful matters clears himself in regard to his religion and his honor. But he who falls into doubtful matters falls into that which is unlawful. It is like the shepherd who pastures around a sanctuary, all but grazing therein. Truly every king has a sanctuary, and truly Allah's sanctuary is his prohibitions. Truly in the body there is a morsel of flesh, which if it be whole, all the body is whole, and which if it is diseased, all the body is diseased. Truly it is the heart of the body.
طيب. This hadith right here is narrated by Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu anhu, who is one of the younger companions. In fact, Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu anhu, as some of the books of the Siyar mentioned, he was the first sahabi from the Ansar to be born after the Hijrah. He was the first sahabi to be born after the Hijrah. Meaning the first child that was born after the Prophet ﷺ made Hijrah to Medina from the Ansar. Who was the first child that was born after Hijrah from the Muhajirin? Anybody know? Abdullah ibn Zubayr ibn Awam. Abdullah ibn Zubayr was the first child. Asma, when she made Hijrah, she was pregnant. And when she came to Medina, she gave birth to Abdullah ibn Zubayr. And the first child from the Ansar was Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu ta'ala anhu. His mother, I believe, was the sister of Abdullah ibn Rawah radiallahu anhu. He narrated this hadith and he said to the Prophet, he heard the Prophet say that إن الحلال بين وإن الحرام بين وبينهما أمور مشتبهات or بينهما مشتبهات. So the qa'idah in this hadith is staying away from the matters that are doubtful. That is the principle of this hadith. Staying away from anything that is unclear and doubtful. Okay? So the Prophet mentioned those things that are permissible in halal are known, it's clear. Those things that are forbidden, that are haram, are also clear. But however, there are things that are unclear. How are they unclear? It could be that they are unclear because there's maybe there's a difference of opinion amongst the scholars in terms of its exact, the exact reality of that hadith. There's various opinions. Or the stronger opinion, the meaning of بينهما أمور مشتبهات is that it is unclear to the person. Right? Maybe it is unclear to you. You don't know the hukum as to whether it's halal or haram, but there are people of knowledge who know the reality of that affair. Right? Anyways, and the dalil that understanding is more authentic is the next phrase. لا يعلمهن كثير من الناس. Most of the people don't know it, but there are a few people that know it. Allah in the Quran mentions, right? That when we're talking about the affairs of the unknown, right? In Surah Al-Imran, هو الذي أنزل عليكم الكتاب صح؟ منه آيات محكمات هن الكتاب. Those are the ayat that are clear. And then there are others that are mutashabihat, that there might be some unclarity. Does that mean that there's ambiguity in the Quran? No, it's not ambiguous, but it is the person who does not have as much knowledge does not know it. That's why the ayat mentions those who know it is Allah knows about those unclear ayat and ar-rasikhuna fil ilm. Those people who are deeply ingrained in knowledge. So the ulama will know. Maybe the regular Muslim does not know the detailed tafasil and the details of a particular matter, but there are others that know more. So this hadith is teaching us a principle of how to deal with something that you're unsure of. You come across something and you don't know. Is it clearly halal? Is it clearly haram? How do you navigate? How do you deal with it? This is what the Prophet is teaching us here. He's telling us, stay away from that which is unclear. Right? And he said to Allah, the person who stays away from that which is unclear, فَقَدْ اسْتَبْرَأَ لِدِينِهِ وَعِرْضِهِ. The person who stays away from that which is unclear, the unclear matters, then they are going to, as a result, protect, right, their deen and their honor. However, if a person is very easygoing and lackadaisical about the unclear matters, right, then it might lead them to falling into that which is impermissible. And the Prophet gave a very beautiful example to make it clear. Maybe it's not clear for many of us because we don't know, much about, herding sheep and so on and so forth. Maybe we never, herd any type of sheep in our lives. But the Prophet mentioned is like the ra'i, the one who has sheep, and he is simply taking, he's herding his sheep, but he is at the edge of his own land. So let's say I have a piece of land with grass he can graze on, and Ammar here has his own land, and there's no wall, no fence, it's all open. So the sheep that I have don't know that, okay, this is Abdirahman's land and that's Ammar's land. I can't eat from that grass, it's grass. It's a grass to them, right? So if I bring it near the edge, it's going to end up eating from the grass on the other side, right? Prophet is saying that whoever gets closer to the affairs that are unclear, just the way those sheep can easily fall into the other side, you can easily fall into doing that which is haram, right? And the hudud of Allah, meaning what is the hudud of Allah? Those things that are haram are clear. We know this is the boundaries. Tilka hududullah. Allah has set His boundaries. We can't do those things, so we don't do it. Okay? As for that which we're allowed to do, we stay within that. And subhanAllah, if you actually reflect upon the amount of things that have been made permissible versus that which has been made impermissible, the halal is so much. And the haram is only something that you can count with your own two hands. It's not too many. Right? Shaitan might make it seem the opposite and make you feel that, man, everything's haram and I can't do anything. But the reality is not true. How many varieties of foods can you eat? You've been told, don't eat pork and don't eat those things that have not been slaughtered with the name of Allah. What happens? It is limited. Everything else, live your life. Oh, drink. You can drink water, you can drink coffee, you can drink juice. Don't drink alcohol. Everything else, halal. Right? Clothes. Men, don't wear silk, don't wear gold. Everything else, mashallah, it's okay. Right? So the halal is so much. Right? But when you get close to those things that are unclear, it's going to lead you to fall into those things that are impermissible. And if you think about that principle, subhanAllah, in life that's true. Right? If you are close to something too much, it's only a matter of time before you fall into it. If you're around people that are always smoking, it's only a matter of time before you end up smoking. If you're around people that are always doing that is wrong, it's only a matter of time before you end up doing it. But if you stay far away from it, then your deen is safe. Your honor is safe. Right? So don't dabble and think, oh, you know what? The ulama of hadith, they mentioned that this applies to those people who are very easygoing with things that they're unsure about. Oh, Allah, there's no clear nas and dalil that it's haram. There's no clear nas. Oh, alhamdulillah. Go ahead. Right? So the Muslim takes the precaution and they try to have some wara' and they stay away from it for the fear of not falling into that which is impermissible. Right? Because if they're okay with, you did the thing again, huh? No problem. You guys can still hear me, right? So if they still are getting closer to that which is impermissible, right? Or that which is doubtful, as you say, it's unclear. If they're always close to those things that are, if they're always within those things that are unclear, it's going to affect their heart, which actually why the Prophet mentioned the next portion about the heart, right? Prophet mentions this principle of there's a piece of flesh in your heart. If it's good, the whole body is good, and if it's weak or if it's corrupt, the whole body is corrupt. What we take from that benefit, a benefit we take from there is that if the person's heart is firm, they'll make it a point to stay far away from the haram, for sure, and they will stay away from the shubuhat. But if a person has weak iman, it's very easy for them to fall into that which is doubtful. Because they're thinking, you know what, it's not that bad, it's okay. And that might lead them to that which is haram. And once they engage in that which is haram, it's going to affect their heart to the point where their heart will become corrupted, and that will affect the whole body. Right? And we have so many hadith of how the heart is the source. Where if the heart is corrupted, the whole body becomes corrupted. And if the heart is pure, the whole body becomes pure. So we have to put inayah on purifying our hearts, and we have to put emphasis on purifying our actions by doing those things, sticking to that which is clearly halal, avoiding to the best of our ability that which is impermissible. طيب? And we avoid that which is doubtful to the best of our ability, and we definitely stay away from that which is haram.